First of all, you don't know me.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, drama girl, cheering for the right team. Drama queens, smart girl, rough girl, fashion but you're tough girl. You could sit with us, girl. Drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens, drama queens.
Oh, I'm excited. We have another Q&A for our pals listening at home or on your commute or whatever you're doing. Our third little sister, Joy, is actually picking up sweet Maria from camp. And so Maria. She's commuting, and the two of us are going to answer some questions.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
I'm always ready. I really like kind of getting this feedback from the fans.
Me too.
I don't know. When I think back on our years of doing the show, I just think about three things. It's usually like Blue Post and staying up late and hanging out in that Trick parking lot. So these guys jog a lot of memories. Thank you, guys.
Well, what I also like about getting questions from y'all at home is that we don't realize what seems obvious to us. Like we know so much that we forget what we know. And so sometimes we just assume that something is obvious or that it's, maybe it was on the show. Maybe it wasn't. We can't remember. Weirdly, we remember everything and nothing. And so the questions you guys sent us, like, for me, they really illuminate where the gaps are.
Yeah. Well, here's a big, huge no-duh question. Brittany wants to know, do you know why Karen chose to give Lucas the Scott last name instead of her own name, Rowe? This troubles me.
Me too.
Because by the time Lucas was born, Deb was already, 3 months pregnant? At least 2 or 3 months pregnant with Nathan, which would have trickled back to Karen. Oh, yeah. I mean, Keith would have told her, like, hey, Danny's knocked up some girl at college.
Yeah, and he's going to marry her.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? These are those moments where, at least as an actor, I look at it and I go, 'cause drama. The writers made that decision because it's much more dramatic to have Lucas Scott and Nathan Scott going to Tree Hill High than Lucas Rowe and Nathan Scott going to Tree Hill High.
I want you to put that on a t-shirt. Because drama.
Because drama.
Yeah. Perfect. Also, it's really sad. It's fucking sad that like Karen, who we know is this super strong girl, was potentially holding out hope that Dan would be a part of Lucas's life. Like, ugh. Everything we know now is so gross, but it's what it is. What else do we got?
Ooh, who's next up? Oh, I like this. Kim asks, you've talked about how you wish there was a school counselor on the show. If you could go back and be that counselor, what advice would you have given to each of your characters or another character if you'd rather choose that? I'm a school counselor, so I may steal some of your advice. Oh my God, that now I suddenly feel so much
pressure.
I'm like, I was going to say something really sassy, but now I feel like I need to pontificate.
Yeah, get serious, man. Here's the thing. I would never put myself in a position to be a counselor. I'd like to yes and this question by asking, like, if not us, who would you have cast as our school counselor?
Yeah.
Because we had a really good actress play our school counselor, but we should have had somebody long term.
Yeah, God, I liked her so much. It's I don't know why I just had this thought, but Bess Armstrong popped into my head. There's a part of me that thinks like, oh, Haley's mom would have been the natural school counselor. And then it's like, of course, Haley would be a tutor.
Of course.
I don't know why. I feel like that would have been so cool and would have tracked for Haley's experience.
Well, when I was growing up, everybody's parents worked at the school. It was like my mom was a school bus driver in middle school. My friend Maureen's mom was the substitute teacher. Like everybody's parents were involved with the school. We should have had more of that. Instead, we just have Dan lurking around corners.
You know what would have been so cool?
What?
And I know you love
I like cool things.
Oh, I think actually the coolest like stunt casting we could have done, but that would have been really profound for us. Imagine if we brought Tiffany Thiessen. Like the
Honestly,
queen of Saved by the Bell
to
be the one steering all of us kids. Like she helped you so much
oh my
in
God.
life after you left the show. Like
idea.
I bet she would have helped us really topple some patriarchy in Tree Hill.
And she would have been so rad behind the camera. Like
she
would have been like, why are you wearing that? Right? Like, who talked you into this? You don't want to be doing this. Oh, she's so cool. You're spot on. The advice,
Kelly Kapowski as our counselor, I would die.
I mean, can we go back? Can we go back and have a redo?
Can we have her?
Yeah, the hot counselor. Oh, she's so fucking cool. The advice that you would give Brooke, what would you tell Brooke?
Oh man. I would have loved for someone in a trusted position, you know, a mentor to her, to help her expand her purview outside of the high school, to just show her a little more of the world, to say, you know, this isn't it. You don't need to be picked by the boy here. You don't need to have this be your whole world. What would you be capable of if you were looking at a larger slice of life? And I honestly, I mean, I wish that's the advice somebody had given to us when we were 22.
Moira Kelly did tell me that. She was like, run, get out.
Yeah, but that's when we were like 26 and we'd already f***ed up a bunch, Hilarie.
Run. Is that the advice I wanted as a teenager? Run. I mean, I did that.
You did that.
I just recently had a conversation with a friend of mine who's in their early 20s, and they are going through it. I mean, it's hard. And my advice was have fun. Like you have the whole rest of your life to do the therapy and to think about this and to sort it out. But right now in your 20s, in this chunk of time, and that also goes for teenagers in that chapter, which is different than your 20s, but also like a significant chapter, prioritize pleasure and fun and like being irreverent and irresponsible. And Peyton didn't really do a lot of that. So when she does it, it's really fun to watch because it's like, oh my God, she's being such a little goober. But it's rare. So prioritize pleasure. I'm going to put that on my t-shirt, Sophia.
I'm going to write it down.
Do it. That's mom's advice. You got the whole rest of your life to sort your shit out.
I love that. Yeah, to take a little bit of the pressure off. I mean, I remember, clue into some of the mistakes I've made. I remember at that age literally being like, oh God, like if I've kissed a boy, he has to be my boyfriend. Like if I truly like winding up dealing with a human for years because I thought that was required.
No.
You know, I think to let young people take the pressure off and just be like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to give something a shot and go, not for me. That
was a learning experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello. No one ever told us that was all right.
No, y'all should be out there collecting learning experiences. They're not failures. They're just learning opportunities.
Like Girl Scout patches.
If we collected boys like Girl Scout patches. That's twisted. Yeah.
No, you know?
Yeah, that's a healthy belt. What do they call the Girl Scouts? What are those sash? Is it a sash? It's not a belt. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you a sash. I'm definitely making you a sash.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to make one for you.
Okay. Trouble. Rachel wants to know, how much money do you think Peyton spent a week on candles? She has so many candles she has lit in so many of her scenes. Well, Rachel, before the advent of social media and internet shopping, we had to leave our house to spend our money. And like going to buy a record and a candle was kind of it. Like it's a sign of the times. That's all we had. Do you remember like going to witch shops and like buying incense and stuff and thinking like, oh, I'm so edgy. I'm so dark.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, now
it's
you
a little
guys
embarrassing, but I'm still into incense and witch shop.
Well, that's it. That's the stuff that we send each other. Yo, girl, you want a candle?
You want this? I got you a deck of cards.
What? Okay, so if you had to make a scented candle for Brooke, what would Brooke's scent be?
Oh man, like season 1 Brooke would be like vanilla and glitter, like a stripper. But later seasons Brooke would be complex and probably have like leather and oud. And
Oud.
oud. And I don't know. What are smells I like? It's interesting what just came to mind. I'm like, I'm starting to think about the smells of Wilmington, like magnolia and azalea. And like, I'd love if we could have made candles that smelled like that place.
You've always struck me as like a gardenia lady.
I love gardenias.
I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have gardenia energy.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Peyton's candle.
What's Peyton?
I mean, I feel like Peyton might be a secret patchouli freak. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how people make fun of patchouli and it's like, oh, you hippie, whatever. I feel like Peyton has a secret comfort. And I say this because my kids' preschool, they make everything smell like patchouli. So your child comes home smelling like that. And it's a sensory thing they do on purpose so that when they smell that, they know it's like safe and comfortable. So I will light incense in the house sometimes. And Gus, who's 12, will be like, smells like preschool, Mom. And I'm like,
oh, baby.
It's like a comfort thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It is really incredible what kind of visceral memory scent can give you. You know, like when we watch Storm episodes of the show, and all of us are like, oh, the smell of the sidewalks in Wilmington in the rain. Like, we know it.
It smells the way like a coin tastes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Does that make sense?
Oh my God. In my bones, I feel that. Mm-hmm. I want more of that. I want a candle that smells like that.
Well, Grace Holcomb, who played Baby Jenny, was so cute during the pandemic. She started selling candles, Baby Grace, or Baby G candles. And she was like donating money to charity. And she's just such a good egg, that kid.
Sweet angel.
Yeah, we love her. Oh. So if you're going to buy candles, buy them from her next time she's got her little pop-up.
Buy them from our sweet co-star.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, and on the subject of co-stars, Annie says if you could work with any co-star besides each other. I was like, you know my answer. Any co-star besides each other again, who'd you want to work with?
Ooh.
That's hard. So many people.
I got to do a lot of this in producing those Christmas movies because it was basically like, who wants to party? You know?
I know.
The one person I haven't gotten to reunite with is Cullen Moss. And I love watching him on Righteous Gemstones, on Outer Banks. He's all over. He just did The Staircase. Amazing. You guys don't understand, because he was just playing junk on our show and they would throw him like goofy lines here and there. He's an amazing actor. And as we get older, he's only getting like better and better and better. And like really growing into that gravelly Southern character actor vibe. I would love to work with him again.
I would too. That'd be so cool. It's interesting. He always comes to mind for me. All I want to do is go make a fun movie with Lee Norris.
I know.
And I just crossed one off the bucket list because, you know, we've talked so much about how we'd love to work with Greenberg. And I just went and did his movie.
Yes. How was that?
I did Junction with him. And, you know, for our friends at home, Brian Greenberg, who played Jake Jagalski, wrote this beautiful movie called Junction. It's a heartbreaker. It's about the opioid epidemic. It's hopeful. It's sad. It's truthful. It's like all the things. And I played his wife. And
that's fun.
I know. It really was fun. And it was just like such a beautiful experience. And there was something so special that happened because, you know, sometimes you get a scene on its feet and it needs to be different than it was on paper.
Yeah.
And it was really surreal, like in a gym, basketball game, like flashbacky to our show, although obviously completely different. And I think our simpatico as friends enabled us to immediately drop into something, and we were messing around with the scene, and we both realized what it needed. And on the spot, we reordered all the dialogue. Like, we just rewrote the whole thing together. And like to make it work for the blocking and the thing and the cutaway and the whatever. And it was so good. And he texted me like a week later and was like, I'm watching the basketball scene, I'm crying. Aww. And I was like, we did it. And
we did it. We made a family.
We made a family, and it still works. And like,
cool.
It was so special to have that experience of trusting your scene partner so much that you could dive into something completely unknown together.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of shorthand is what all of us will always have with each other. And it was very cool.
Oh my God. Listen, Buckley and I did a Christmas movie together, and our director was like,
sweet angel.
She was just like, are you two dating in real life? And I'm like, no, I'm married with kids to other people. And he is engaged. No, actually, he had just gotten married to Jenny. I was like, so we're both married. And she's like, but you two, like, you guys get along. And I'm like, yeah, because we're part of the same club. Like, once you go through our club, you're bound for life. That's it.
Yeah.
We're stuck. Oh,
I love it.
We really lucked out. We have some really solid people that we get to bounce around with. And we've gotten to like travel the world with each other and talk shit in hotel rooms late at night. That's really how you connect.
It really is.
It's late night.
You go to the hotel bar, you get a margarita, you order a pizza.
Yeah.
From the restaurant
margarita.
down
Remember
the street.
night we shut down? We shut down the hotel in Wilmington. They were
It
like,
was amazing.
We've ordered you pizza. We anticipate like you guys being here for a while.
We feel that you're not leaving, but also we need you to eat more food because it is late and you've had a lot to drink.
We're worried about you guys.
I love that.
So Julie wants to know, who was your favorite villain on the show? Dun, 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 dun. Matt Barr.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh, Matt Barr.
I hate that Matt Barr plays like a sexual predator and like a super creep, because it would have been great to have a redemption arc for him so we could have kept him around, because he's the loveliest. Like, that's someone who I wish we'd gotten to work with again on something different.
Oh my God. I don't think I ever told you this. Did I tell you about when I ran into him early pandemic days?
No.
Oh my God. I was at the grocery store. Like gloves, mask, the
all
whole
the
thing.
stuff.
And I'm talking to my girlfriend Sam, who I was in my little pod with.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is early days.
Yeah.
And I hear Sophia and I turn around and there is this tall,
Adonis,
gorgeous, like Chris Hemsworth lookalike in a tank top and shorts, ripped, tan. I just was like, what? Who is this person? And he pulls his mask down and it's Matt Barr.
Ugh.
And we just started like screaming in the grocery store, which really was a terrible choice because it was also in the moment where like all the shelves were emptying because everyone was like hoarding the frozen vegetables. So people like thought we were getting in a fight. And then we were like, no. Everything's
happy screams, happy screams.
We're just so happy. And we stood there chatting and he is just a dreamboat. It was so fun.
Such an angel, that one.
Yeah.
It's so weird how they always cast people younger than us to play older than us. Like Tyler was supposed to be older than us. Matt was supposed to be older than us. And instead they show up and they're like such cutie pies.
I know. It was also weird. It's striking me as you're saying this, that they would often cast the nicest people as the most terrible characters. Like, it's an interesting choice. I don't know what that's all about, but
give them their Emmys.
Give them their flowers.
Sweet. All right. Well, this was fun. You guys keep sending questions. I just enjoy an opportunity to talk about Matt Barr and Greenberg, and we're just talking about all the cute boys that we were. Does it all go back to the Girl Scout sash?
I mean, yeah.
Put them on there. Love them.
Put them on there.
All right. You guys are the best. I love you.
Love you.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Don't forget to leave us a review. You can also follow us on Instagram at DramaQueensOTH.
Or email us at dramaqueens@iHeartRadio.com. See you next time.
We're all about that high school drama girl, all about them high school queens. We'll take you for a ride in our comic girl, cheering for the right team. Drama queen.